Hello everyone, Soul Invictus here. Today I'm bringing you guys an epic battle. I'm not gonna go full tryhard on explaining the build and such. It was just an enjoyable battle, casual battle in which I'm facing a Pontus, and I'll be using the crappiest faction in game, Chimera. So I've been trying to make these guys work quite a bit today. It's not the easiest faction to play, as you guys are fully aware of, I would assume. Am I recording? Yes, I am. So yeah, I'll be facing Pontus. My opponent went for a slinger build with pipemans, 2 Pontic swords, decent cavalry, that being a Cappadocian, Pontic Royal Cav. I believe there's another Pontic Royal hidden somewhere. Mercenary City and Horse Archers, Hoplites in front. And the MLG Eastern Spearmen. Look at these guys, unaware of their fate just yet. Let's press play. So it's gonna be obviously a skirmishing battle for a good part of it. I'll be using kind of a creative build with Chimera. Very hard to pull off. So it's going to be step archers, a bunch of them, that being 4. There's going to be a militia hoplites as well as city and hoplites backing them up. We're going to see noble riders. That's going to be 5 noble riders, horse archers, sorry. So pretty good unit. Once you expanded your ammunition, they're going to do just fine in melee. But only for the armor, so they're not as deadly as a lot of noble horse archers unit in this game. There's going to be 2 pig peltists, hoplites, that's going to be 5 of them, as well as 1 step lancers. So this build is obviously a collapse build. What I want is my opponent to get into the killing zone, which is going to be where my horse archers are. But considering I'll be facing slingers with my step archers, I'll have to use my noble horse archers particularly well. And so yeah, the concept behind that build is to support your the fight of your missile units with your horse archers. I would probably be better off switching these guys for slingers in the future. I am not giving up on Chimera. But yeah, that was quite an extreme battle. So you'll see, whenever I try to engage my step archers, I'll send in my horse archers, try to lure in the fire, and therefore get the first volleys, or the contrary. There will be a bit of mismicroing in this battle. There's going to be units like the Eastern Spearmen being fired upon by my archers, which is obviously a waste of ammunition. That's how it begins. You'll see those step archers are gonna have an impossible time against Pontus slingers. Man, this map is so nice, Pyramid. Let's enjoy the cinematic a little bit. So whenever my horse archers go in, I'll retreat them and follow the fire with archers. We'll kind of have a Pyrrhic victory against the slingers. You'll see super interesting battle, very close outcome. Yes, indeed, there was another Pontic Cav. So this far on the battle, 5 kill on my archers. There's gonna be 2, 10, 12. 12, wow, that's already 23 kill on his slingers. My horse archers getting pummeled as well. So it's really all about the synchronization of your archers and noble horse archers. In the future, like I said, it's going to be slingers. So I have no man's land in the middle for the time being. Those shots were done on purpose. I thought, let's get rid of that meat shield ASAP. Or at least damage it so that our militia hoplites and city and hoplites just do a quick work of them if need be. So we'll see the horse archers dropping already down to 15 man. His slingers are taking a beating, slowly but surely. It's probably not going in my favor just yet. Actually, my archers are pretty healthy, but my horse archers are taking a beating at the same time. We're gonna have cavalry creeping on our left flank, And whenever the opponent is gonna pull together a push, sorry, we're gonna obviously pull back a little because we do not have the tools to face this army in melee just yet. The only way we can accept the melee engagement is by running out of ammunition on our horse archers and then use these guys as a melee cavalry. Now I wonder, yeah, my troop are still fresh, so are his. So let's look at the kill. 27, 22, 34, 17, 4, 15, 41, 28. So his slinger's doing a great job. My horse archer's not gathering much kill just yet. So let that be a lesson for the future. There's some adjustment that needs to be made for that build. I think overall it's a very good concept, though. It's super interesting. What I think perhaps could be done is switch the step archers for slingers, perhaps go for only 3 or 4 noble horse archers and try to have noble city and hoplites on each flank. So we actually get killing power melee wise as well. I will be using this little forest as cover. It is much needed versus the slingers, obviously. Yeah, offering much protection to our troops. We're gonna see a push from the Royal Citian, which is gonna be pretty painful to the Noble Horsemen, but thank God to that cover. Those Citians are off the battlefield after those few volleys, I would assume. So the slingers are starting to drop considerably. At long freaking last. The micro in this battle was just so freaking extreme. It was non-stop using my archers with the horse archers. It was a bit hectic. So we have a step lancer there for late game. We absolutely need it in case we get in big troubles. We're gonna use it to blunt cavalry or infantry if they get too close to our missile troop. The way we're going to try to counter Pontic cavalry is going to be with those picket peltists, with the aid of the step lancer, and perhaps also the noble horse archers when they're out of ammunition. Obviously, you cannot accept charge head-on with the noble horse archers versus quality cavalry like Pontic Royal and or Cappadocian. At this point, I decide to damage the hoplites a little bit, which is probably the right thing to do. Soften up his meat shield a little. And here we'll have the first connection in melee of the game between Militia hoplites and those Eastern Spearmen being countered. So these guys are going to go down pretty freaking fast. You can just see the crows and the vulture in the sky waiting for a great meal. You're on the menu, boy. You're on the menu. Like my cat on Thanksgiving. I don't mean that. Or do I? At this point, what matters is still the missile infantry. Slingers being routed. One of our archers ran away. We are starting to gather some nice kill on those horse archers. My noble horse archers got absolutely mauled by the slingers with 10 kills only. It's unfortunate because for that build, it's not like I had a choice to do it in another fashion, really. When I saw the slingers right away, I realized the mistake that I had made. Because just letting my my archers fighting the slinger was a death sentence anyway, so we kind of spreaded the damage evenly amongst our rank. The balance of power is actually in my favor at this point. We're seeing slingers starting to rout. Also running out of ammunition, I would assume. Nope. Yeah, out of ammo. We're able to keep our ammo quite well with our step archers. They are starting to run out because we're going to start engaging in melee. Wasting some precious javelins from the infantry by doing that. Thank God for the forest really in that battle. It allowed me to last longer. That's what she said. I'm so not used to seeing trees in this game. I'm always on fucking Nemetacina. I feel like a kid discovering something. Get right. You're on the menu, boy. Those vultures are gonna grow fat. We're gonna see a push from the pumpkin cav. It's gonna be time to use the remaining of our ammunition from the noble horse archers onto those punting royal cav, and we'll make short work of them. They're starting to be enveloping my flank, which is ultimately gonna be terrible for me. Punting royal cav should be able to catch up. Yes, indeed. Gotta save that unit at all cost. We'll need it in the melee phase. So I got lucky in a way that this fight lasted so long. This means that my horse archers depleted their ammo and therefore could be used cost effectively in melee. As per if you use them in melee with ammunition left, it's just not cost effective at all. Supported by Aplites, I'll accept that fight. These punting royal cav are highly depleted, so yeah, time to fuck them up. We'll envelop and melee there, so turn off fire at will, charge in the puntic, they will be dead shortly. And it's gonna be time to blunt charges with my Meachild unit. So you'll see, well, in this build it's not gonna be used in such a fashion. Good move by him, catching up to my step archers. Even though there was very little ammunition left, my picket Aplites are going to be firing at the Pontic Royal Cav. Oof, that's deadly. So picket Piltas are not going to enjoy that at all. And as I was saying with that build, it's a good thing to have units in a square formation like that. Reason being is if that was happening in center, it leaves one of the flank open to missile fires. So is in group formation? Not sure, but yeah, having block unit as your Meachild is very good in that build for that specific reason. Open up the flank of the enemy. It's going to be time to focus on the infantry. The cavalry of my opponent is pretty much off the battlefield. If we look at what we have left, LT Pontic swordsmen, 2 of them. There's going to be pikesmen, 4 of them, I believe, which are still LT. His Aplites are getting shredded by a combination... No, actually just by my horse archers. We took quite a savaging there. His Pontic Royal Cav is still rocking, very depleted, and it's going to be very fragile. It's going to be time to pile up against those Cappadocian Cav, get a little charge in there, up my Aplites. I'm trying to reform those Picket Peltas to get their shots into the enemy general. It's going to be absolutely crucial at that point to get that general off the battlefield. So my opponent cavalry is officially off the battlefield. 20 men is not much. We still have a relatively healthy cavalry department with 40 kill on pretty much all of those units. Interesting. We got the same amount of kill all around. Those picket peltas will be reformed in a better formation and the enemy general is going to bite the dust. So we've got an Aplite relatively healthy, 2 of them full health, 1 of them dying, the other one slightly battered, not too bad. This one is faring strong in the middle, although it is facing Pontic swordsman. Picket Peltas getting crucial shots in. Sorry about that. That city in Aplite is dying slowly but surely. And it's gonna be time to get those charges with my horse archers. Yeah, we got our first snow of the season here in Montreal, Canada. Not a snowstorm, but a fair amount of snow. It's beautiful. Always feel a bit nostalgic when I see that. It's very humbling as well. You go from your good vibes of the summer into that realization that nature is obviously much stronger than your sorry ass. If it wasn't from that fancy coat of mine, I'd die out there. Step horse archers and melee are going to do just fine, although we are facing some pikemen. So, for the reference, let's look. So after that charge, we'll see just how much damage these guys took.
As you say. Understood.
Pretty epic. It's gonna be about charging and pulling these guys out. Still a little bit of ammunition in there, I would assume, because their bow's out. Ah, that was nasty. Pantic swords. So as you can see, these guys took quite a beating. So Pantic sword getting a jab volley off, I believe. Did this kill my general? No, it did not kill my general, luckily. If the general was to die just now, that would be an absolute GG, no replay. Thank you for playing. See you never. Scrub. Repeated charge will damage those units pretty badly. Those appliques are able to get some damage in the back of that pikeman unit, although they are being sandwiched. Wisely enough, he's going to choose to cover that flank, seeing that this is going into my favor. And I believe, no, my general's still rocking. Pantic Sword is getting absolutely wrecked at this point. Appliques doing a fantastic job with 90 kill. 53, not too good. 37. 56. Decent job by the Appliques. Nothing too amazing. And so yeah, I'll try again with the Chimera on my next days off. So I wasn't working for the past few days, so I experienced a bit with them. Now it's back to real life. Gonna work hard for the weekend, but next week I am definitely gonna keep on grinding a little bit with the Chimera. If you guys have ideas of changes I could do on that build, please let me know. I decided to charge these guys because they were wavering. It proved to be quite a mistake. My cavalry is going to get absolutely molested by them. General should be dead by now, honestly. No, the general's still rocking. So as you can see, very close battle. The balance of power is not in my favor, but it isn't looking too bad, honestly. Those poor appliques are being surrounded. Pikes on the flank, sword in the face. No bueno, amigo. We see those fucking cowards running away. They must have been the Frenchmen in their ranks. Friendly fire. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle as much as I did. I know it was pretty entertaining, the whole skirmishing phase. I thought that the Chimera army was super interesting. And his Pontic army actually made sense, a good counter to Chimera. He spreaded his money all across the battlefield. He had decent cavalry. Pontic shot cav, probably not the best choice against Chimera, but regardless, he's getting the win. So thank you to my opponent for playing. That was quite a treat. And yeah, what's this guy name? A buttered toast. Everybody likes butter on a toast. When I joined my football team, I had something different on a piece of bread that I had to eat, but we'll talk about that another day. So let's look at the kills. We've got the Pontic Royal Cavalry, not doing much. Neither did the rest of his cavalry. His Slinger getting an absurd amount of kill, at least 2 of them. These guys, not a lot of kill, but considering they were hurting my Step Archers, which were crucial into taking down his infantry, did a good job. Eastern Spearmen being absolute legends, dying like a Spartan. Well, not really, they ended up running, but yeah, doing their job. Appliques, okay-ish. Pikes, okay-ish, staying very healthy till the end of the battle, so definitely a stellar performance actually by them. Pontic Swordsmen definitely close to paying for themselves. So look at that, that's pretty fucking painful. So I want to say, obviously these guys didn't get enough kill, but at the same time, like what they achieved in that battle was pretty amazing in my opinion, working with the Step Archers to actually take down Slingers. It was just too much resources spent on killing those Eastern Slingers. 2 of them doing good, 1 of them okay-ish, 2 of them not so much. Step Lancers did some damage on Cappadocian Cavalry, so I'll definitely count that as a win. Picket Peltas, one of them doing great. This one got charged by Pontic Royal Cav. They did get a few jab on them first. Step Archers, getting mauled, obviously. One of them getting decent kill, but most of these kills were versus Slingers. And with that build, really, those Step Archers should be killing infantry. So perhaps in the future what we could do is replace the Step Archers by Slingers, cancel the 2 Picket Hoplites. No, but I need them because I have shitty cav. Perhaps cancel 2 Noble Horse Archers, try to bring at least 1 elite Hoplites for the middle, and then 2 Archers, which means we would have to sacrifice 2 Hoplites, would have 2 at each flank. Yeah, that could work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle. A little birdie told me, by the way, that one of our battle is going to be casted on the Heir of Carthage in the days to come. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm sure you guys will be from now on too. Thank you all for listening. Sol Invictus is signing off.